Hi everybody, my name is Sean O'Kane with Chip Estimate TV, where we bring you the latest trends and information on semiconductor design and IP. My guest today is Erik Ploof, Director of Corporate Marketing with ARM. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure, Sean.
There's a lot of things happening here at ARM Techcon 2012. The attendance is incredible this year, so I want to have you talk a little bit about the show. Day one was Chip Design Day was fantastic. It had some great announcements, but talk about the overall difference in feel of ARM Techcon 2012 this year.
Sure. As you know, Sean, I've been doing this for about 8 years, so I've seen this thing from its evolution to where it is today. It's really an incredible show because what it does is it really enables an engineer to come to one event and understand everything there is about designing with the ARM architecture. There's over 90 exhibitors here. There's over 120 classroom hour sessions of really optimizing your design, whether it be the hardware side, the software side, or the implementation. And it's also an opportunity for people to find new markets and new opportunities. This year especially, that holds true because ARM has been known for many, many years to be the driving architecture behind mobile devices. But we also just recently came out with our latest processor, the Cortex A50 and A50 series, Cortex A53 and A57. These are 64-bit architecture designs, and therefore they're optimal for the server market and these other devices that require an incredible amount of data transfer.
Right.
Now, the really great thing about the ARM architecture is we've also come out with something that we call the Big Little processor.
Right.
So the Big Little processor is enabling you to pull the performance and the battery that you need for the function at hand. It's like an accelerator on a car.
Right.
If you need to go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, you're going to need a little more power enough. Right? But if you're just driving along in the city at 15 miles an hour, you can do it with a much smaller engine, processor, things like that. So the way this works is very similar. If you're reading your email on a device, you can be using the smaller core, thus extending your battery life. But if all of a sudden you want to pull in video or something that requires high data transfer, you just kick up to that bigger processor in order to get that. It all happens simultaneously, and it basically is what's going to enable high-speed transfer of data.
Right. And this is all based on the 64-bit technology.
Exactly.
This is important.
Exactly.
And so this is day 2, and there's one more day, and for those of you who are planning to come, please do. If you want to talk a little bit about tomorrow's activities and the keynote.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, day 3 is just as packed as days 1 and 2. The idea here is that on day 3, we're going to be really focusing on these new markets. Warren East is going to start off the keynote. He's the CEO from ARM, and he's going to talk about the Internet of Things, which is basically putting intelligence into just about every device, electronic device that there is. And therefore, you start to get energy efficiency, you start to enhance consumer lifestyle through being able to see what's going on in your house when you're not there. All these devices that have been static in the past will soon have the intelligence to tell you what's going on. In addition to that, we're also looking at manufacturing process technology. So there's this whole discussion around FinFET and the capabilities of foundries moving forward. We're privileged to have on the stage at the same time 3 of the leading foundries, TSMC, Global Foundries, and Samsung.
Yeah.
And then you come down to the show floor and you see all this and get an idea of just how big the ARM architecture is.
This is exciting collaboration with all your partners here, and really interesting technology, especially in the graphics area, which I've seen. But so day 3 looks to be really great, and if you want to come down, you could probably get a nice ARM backpack as well.
You sure can. Come on down. They're limited supply, but come on in, stand in line, grab your backpack, and fill it up with all this great technology.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Erik Ploof, Director of Corporate Marketing with ARM. Thank you.
My pleasure, Sean.
All right, take care.
Thanks a lot.